Hey guys, it's Jen from JCT Rustic Homestead, and we need to check on the seedlings because you need to see my whoops. So I have started on this near this window once before, and I knew they got leggy, but I don't remember them getting this leggy, and I do not remember them sprouting so fast. A lot of these sprouted within a week, if not 5 days, some of these tomatoes. So these are the tomatoes. There's a couple peppers that have popped, and then these are a bunch of the squash and pumpkins. And I need to try to save them. So I realized that this was going to be a disaster, and I ordered these lights off of Amazon. I can link them. I am not an affiliate as of now, as of filming this video, but there were 2 in a box that clipped to the back of my stand here, and there's a couple other features, but 2 lights per unit and then 2 units. So they're supposed to be grow lights. They look more like fancy LEDs, but anyway, I'm trying to get some light on them now. It did take, this is the second week. This is 2 weeks since we planted them, and they are a disaster. I'm hoping I don't lose any more, but you never know. So usually when I transplant, I put them in like solo cups, the red party cups, or different colors, whatever's cheapest. I found this at the farm store today, and I decided I would try it. Right now I have it warming on the register because my soil was outside and my plants are inside and they need something warmer. But it's a 16 cell tray. They're larger squares than what these are. These are the same brand. I'll try to link those as well. They have silicone on the bottom. Let's see if that will focus. There we go. And you can already see some of the roots going out the bottom. This one actually, this is a regular jack-o'-lantern. I don't know if that was already like that or if the seed did it. I did pull a seedling out here. It kind of broke on me, so I'm just gonna throw it away. The silicone ripped. I don't know if it was from the seed or not, but look at all those roots within 2 weeks. And yes, my tray is dry, but the topsoil is so damp that they don't need any water. I've only watered these like twice since I planted them. I'm thinking that my lettuce seeds are too old and that's why they haven't germinated very well, but I might give it more time. I might start some more. I'm not sure yet, but we got to fix these tomatoes, and we really need to fix those. To get everything ready for transplanting, I like to write my popsicle sticks ahead of time, and this also helps me limit myself because if I know I only need 1 cherry tomato, I transplant 5 and then no more. I only want 1 cherry tomato, but with my luck lately, maybe 4 will die, and if not, I can give them to somebody. So sometimes I counted if I knew I wanted all of the Black Prince with tomatoes. Sometimes I just did, okay, I'm good with 5 with the cherry. The other thing I do is when I write my sticks, at the top of my stick you see a T. That is for tomato. I do a P for pepper. I might do an S for squash or something like that. But I do like to put some initial first letter usually of the type of plant. That way, if someone else is looking at them, they can say, oh, that's a tomato or that's a pepper, because not everybody can distinguish between a tomato and a pepper plant. And it's kind of a habit from all the plant starts I did for our plant sales a few years ago. But I do like the system. For me, I can easily identify these are my tomatoes, those are my peppers, and go on with it. So I have that 16 cell burpee tray. Like I said, it's similar to the blue one. My soil is already moist because it is outside and we've had terrible wintry mixed storms lately. It has been popping a lot of weed seeds, which I'm not very happy about, but at least it's growing something. So this is a 16 cell tray. I definitely have more than 16 plants we're going to transplant, but I'm going to start with this and then we'll move to the solo cups because I felt like maybe this wouldn't take up as much room, and hopefully I can get the tomatoes to a decent size before transplanting them. So my primary thing for this tray is going to be the tomatoes, and then I like my squashes in the party cups. Okay, usually when I start these, I have bigger cells. I'll start like 50 at a time or something. But all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a blank craft stick. Note to self, in stores these are generally called craft sticks, not popsicle sticks. Don't know why. They're in the craft section, I guess. And like this one's warped anyway. I don't know if you can see that. But if you're looking for them, if you want a big size box, you know, on Amazon, look for craft sticks, not popsicle sticks. Okay, so I know all these Black Prince ones I want. So I'm just going to stick my popsicle stick, craft stick in here, lift them out a little bit, and then I'm going to tease out some plants from that. These are still small enough that the roots aren't totally intertwined and they're actually decently spaced. See? Oop. I don't know if you can see that. And then I'm going to kind of make a little bit of a hole, stuff the root in, and kind of use the soil to support the legginess that I have. Because tomatoes have all those fine little hairs on there, and the soil will come up. And they'll grow roots farther up. You know, if I pack this down maybe in another week, I might put a little more soil on there. I'm not too worried about it. But I'm just going to tease another one out here. And don't go for the center. Try to get one of the ones on the edges. This one's actually quite nice, except for the legginess. And then I am just going to make a hole. And I did go all the way, sorry if my hand was in the way. I did go all the way to the bottom of this. Drop my plant in there, my roots. And then I'm gonna pack some dirt around him to help support him. Sometimes he will die. Sometimes they perk right up. I'm hoping with the lights I have, they'll perk up. So I'm going to time lapse you if you want to continue watching. Some of the roots had broken out about the seed capsule, but I am going to stick them in a cell anyway and see if the roots will start forming from the stem, especially since the plants are already so leggy. So we'll see how that happens. Some of them have just started putting on their true leaves, and it's, again, this is only 2 weeks. My house is maybe 68 degrees. At least that's what the thermostat says. It might be a little cooler or warmer. I don't really know. I don't trust the thermostat really, but it is warmer-ish. And then my main problem right now is the light situation. The window, it just wasn't enough light. We've had a lot of dreary days lately, so they're really leggy, really stretching. But that's all I'm gonna do with the tomatoes. I really don't think you wanna watch me do this for an hour, but I will bring you back when I start doing the squashes. This is why I struggle, guys, because I have no room. I feel like I need to plant every stinking plant, even if it's like looks terrible. I need to give it a shot. And after that, I know I don't need to plant it. I know I only need 1 cherry tomato, but I'm gonna plant 10, or I'm gonna transplant 10. But I'm running out of room. I got my tomatoes. I think I'm done. Some of my peppers are sprouting, but they're not sprouted enough. And now that I started them in those little cells, I'm frustrated because that's wasted space now that I can't do anything with unless I plant something else, but I don't want to plant anything in there because I don't know if I have any dormant seeds that still need to come up. So I'll show you what's going on. You gotta help me. So these are a lot of the tomatoes. This is the original container. And then these are more tomatoes that I potted up. There is one lone squash. I'm not sure it's going to make it. And I'm debating about starting another one because I think I do want some yellow summer squash this year. But this is why I can't. I mean, I planted even that terrible thing. I just got planting away and I planted it. So I put another one that looks marginally okay. My soil is too wet, honestly, but it's had 2 days of rain because it was sitting outside. It's just, everything's wet. So I'm not going to water anything. I'm just going to let it sit and probably dry out a little bit. That compost holds quite a bit of moisture. I did get the second light set up, so you can see that's one unit with 2 lights and then another unit with 2 lights. And there is a timer on it. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but for now, I'm just turning the lights on so they have direct light to help them along a little bit. And then these are all the squash. I am conflicted because there's some like this guy that he's looking pretty sad. I had to pull the seed capsule off of him because he was getting smushed. And this is all like the plant discard stuff that I've started in the seed tops. I don't know. Oh, I do. Here's another one. And this is, I'm sure this is a humidity thing. That because I don't have domes or anything on them. I just kind of squish them a little bit and see if I can, that one's toast. Is there another one in here? I probably had to help that one along. Some of them will be okay. This one is starting to get its true leaves. So we need to get these guys potted. This one, oh my goodness, I don't know if it will make it once I transplant him. But I need to get them transplanted. And I'm thinking that anything that doesn't show life, I might throw out. I'm not sure yet. You'll know by the end of the video, but help me. Put a comment if you have suggestions. Okay, so here we are. We have the original seed tray with peppers still growing and starting, and my dill looking terrible. I did miss the tops because I wanted to get the top moist for the peppers that are starting to come up because there was at least one seed capsule that wasn't wanting to come off. Not much else has started, so I might start some more things this weekend just to make sure that I have them because I miss having fresh lettuce in the garden. I knew I wanted that one squash. These are transplanted tomatoes and one squash. More transplanted tomatoes and the transplanted squash. I kind of had to like help them a little bit by letting them lean on their neighbor. Well, I think I've had similar ones pop back. They might not be the hardiest ones, but they work for us. If they can survive me, they'll do just fine in the garden. And then this was our squash tray that's still, some of it's still germinating. Okay, so I start getting frustrated at certain points in the season. I felt like this took way too long, but I was able to zone out. My mom was watching Ellie, her toddler, and get it done, but I'm just disappointed at some of the things that haven't germinated yet, and I was really counting on them. But it's better than nothing. We're progressing. There's the Sheboygan tomato I was really excited about, and only one has germinated so far. I think that packet only had like 10 seeds in it. So I gotta find a different paste tomato because the Jersey Devils, 4, 5. I have 5 plants if they all make it, and a couple of them look pretty terrible. So we'll see if they rebound, but once again, I was looking at the store for my Amish paste and all they had were Roma hybrids. I don't want a Roma hybrid. I just want my Amish paste. So lots of gold medals. The gold medal won the gold medal, haha. But that's just not the one I wanted so many of, but we'll see. I also have a nursery down the road. If all else fails, I'll just buy from the nursery. They're wonderful people and they have great plants. I hate spending that kind of money when I know I could have done it myself. Anyway, till next time, hopefully more exciting things will happen between now and next time. If you have any suggestions for videos or what you want to see or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And of course, consider hitting that subscribe and like button. That really helps my channel. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.